Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be going through LeetCode problem 283, which is move zeros. So this problem states, given an integer array nums, move all zeros to the end of it while maintaining the relative order of the non-zero elements. Note, you must do this in place without making a copy of the array. So in example 1 here, we have 0, 1, 0, 3, 12, and the output is 1, 3, 12, 0, 0. Example 2, input is 0, the output is 0. Alright, so to do this, it's fairly straightforward. So we're going to pass in the array of numbers, and there's no return value. So the first thing we're going to do is define an index, an integer index, and assign it to 0. So this is going to keep track of all the numbers that are not zeros. So we'll loop through the length, or we'll loop through each number in nums. So if the nums of I is not equal to 0, then what we're going to do, because we can't create a new array according, with the stipulations made by LeetCode, we're going to assign nums index equal to nums I. Now this is a post increment on index, so that means the first time through it's going to assign nums 0 equal to nums 0, and then it'll increment index the next time through. And that's only going to do that if nums of I is not equal to 0. So we'll close that for loop. Then we're going to do another for loop, but this one's going to start at the index. Now the index should have been incremented to take care of all the numbers, and it should be right at the first spot where we need to start with zeros, or add zeros. So that's all we're going to do. We're going to start at the index. It's going to be less than num's length, and we're just going to assign the remainder of the numbers equal to 0. Because we've moved all the numbers to the beginning of the array, now we need to zero them out at the end so we don't have them in there twice. And that is pretty much it. So let's debug this real quick. So I use the first example, the 0, 1, 0, 3, 12. So starting here, nums, if nums is not equal to 0, well it is initially, so it skips that number. Now we're at the 1, so it's going to add that to nums index. So if you can follow along up here, you can see now we've got 2 1s because we moved that number 1. And now the next one is 0, and now we've got 3. So it's going to add that. And finally, we have 12. And that ends that loop. So you'll see here the nums is 1, 3, 12, but we've still got 3 and 12 here, so now we just need to zero those out. And index is 3. So we start at position 3 and zero that out, and position 4, and there you can see 1, 3, 12, 0, 0. And that is the right answer. So let's run this through LeetCode. It is accepted, and we'll submit it. And it is faster than 100% of the submissions and uses less than 86.88 memory. So that's very good. Now, finally, let's go through the space and time complexity. Time complexity is O of n. We have, as you increase the input parameter, or increase the number in the arrays, the number of items in the array, the time to go through those increases, and we have a for loop inside there, and so everything adds up to O of n. Space complexity is O of 1. All we're doing is moving numbers around in the existing array, so there is no extra space needed. And that is it. So thanks again for watching. Let me know if you have questions, and we'll see you next time.